Have you ever felt like you're constantly pushing, constantly striving, but what you want still feels just out of reach? The relationship, the career breakthrough, the confidence, the happiness. It's exhausting, isn't it? And yet you look around and it seems like some people, they just attract things. Opportunities flow their way. The right people show up. Life seems to unfold for them effortlessly. And you wonder, what's their secret? Well, today I'm going to tell you, because the truth is, there is a secret to manifesting what you want effortlessly, but it's not what most people think. It's not vision boards alone. It's not repeating affirmations in the mirror until you're blue in the face. It's not about wishing harder. It's about alignment. See, manifestation isn't magic. It's psychology, energy, and behavior working together. It's about who you are being. Every single day that determines what you attract. Here's the harsh truth. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you believe you deserve. You attract what your energy signals to the world. And most importantly, you attract what you're willing to align your actions with. Think about it. You can say, I want love all day long. But if your energy says, I'm not worthy or I settle for less, love will pass you by. You can say, I want success. But if your habits say I procrastinate and doubt myself, success won't stick around. The secret to effortless manifestation, it's embodying the version of you who already has what you want before it arrives. You walk with the posture. You speak with the certainty. You live with the standards. You carry the energy. You behave as if the thing you desire is inevitable. And when you do that, the universe, the people around you, the opportunities, they all respond. Because your energy no longer says, I'm hoping for it. It says, I'm ready for it. But here's what most people miss. This isn't about pretending. It's not about faking confidence or plastering on positivity. It's about doing the internal work every single day to know your worth, to heal the beliefs that say you're not enough, to align your actions with the future you're calling in. That's when manifestation becomes effortless. Because suddenly you're not chasing, you're not doubting, you're not waiting, you're attracting, you're inviting, you're allowing. So if there's something in your life you're ready to manifest, ask yourself, am I being the version of me who's already worthy of it? Am I aligned in energy, in standards, in action? Because once you are, you won't have to force anything. You'll simply watch as what's meant for you finds its way to you effortlessly. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you believe you deserve. We've been sold a beautiful lie that if you want something badly enough, the universe will just hand it to you. That wanting love, success, happiness, or abundance is enough. But here's the truth that most people never talk about. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you believe you deserve. Think about that for a moment, because the difference between wanting something and believing you deserve it, it's everything. Wanting is passive. It's easy to sit and say, I want a relationship, or I want financial freedom, or even I want to feel confident. But if deep down your self-worth is shaky, if your inner dialogue is filled with doubts, like, I'm not enough, I always mess this up, people like me don't get those things, then guess what? Your energy reflects that. And whether you realize it or not, people feel it. Opportunities sense it. It shows up in the choices you make, the boundaries you set or don't set, and the standards you hold. It's the reason some people constantly find themselves in one-sided relationships or stuck in jobs where they feel undervalued, or watching life pass them by while they quietly question if they're worthy of more. But here's the beautiful part. This isn't permanent, because worthiness isn't something you're born with or without. It's something you build. It's a muscle you strengthen every single day. It starts with awareness, catching those limiting beliefs when they whisper, who do you think you are to want that? And replacing them with truth. I am worthy. I am capable. I am enough now. It shows up in the small decisions, the way you speak to yourself, the people you allow in your life, the standards you refuse to lower. And slowly, the gap between what you want and what you believe you deserve begins to close. And that's when manifestation happens, not because you forced it,
Not because you begged for it.
but because your energy, your self-worth became aligned with the very thing you desire. That's when people start to treat you differently. That's when opportunities seem to appear out of nowhere. That's when love, success, happiness, they no longer feel like distant dreams. They become your new normal because you're no longer sending mixed signals to the universe. Your energy is clear. Your standards are clear. Your worth is clear. And when you believe you deserve more, you naturally attract more effortlessly. Manifestation is about alignment, not just desire. Here's something most people never tell you about manifestation. It's not enough to want something. It's not enough to sit there visualizing, hoping, wishing, staring at your vision board, waiting for life to magically deliver. Manifestation doesn't respond to desire alone. It responds to alignment. See, alignment is where everything shifts. It's the moment your energy, your actions, your words, and your standards all send the same consistent message to the world. This is who I am. This is what I deserve. This is the life I am ready for. Without alignment, you create confusion, not just for yourself, but for the universe, the people around you, the opportunities trying to find you. You might be saying, I want love, but your actions show you tolerating inconsistency, accepting breadcrumbs, entertaining situationships that drain your energy. Or maybe you're saying, I want success, but your habits reveal procrastination, self-sabotage, playing small.
There's a disconnect.
Alignment is when everything lines up. Your thoughts fuel your confidence. Your words reflect your standards. Your actions reinforce your worth. And your energy becomes magnetic because it's consistent. It's not about being perfect. It's about being intentional. You no longer say you want one thing, but behave in a way that attracts the opposite. And that's when manifestation starts to feel effortless. Think of alignment like tuning an instrument. If one string is off, the whole song sounds wrong. But when every string, your energy, your words, your boundaries, your mindset is tuned, the music flows. The opportunities show up. The right people gravitate toward you. And suddenly life feels less like a struggle and more like a reflection of the person you've been becoming all along. So if you're not seeing what you want yet, ask yourself, is there alignment or is there a disconnect between what you say you want and how you're actually showing up? Because once you close that gap, the things you've been chasing, they start chasing you. That's alignment. And that's the real secret to manifesting effortlessly. Your energy communicates louder than your words. We live in a world where people talk a lot. Social media, texting, endless conversations, words are everywhere. But here's what most people completely miss. It's not your words that people respond to first. It's your energy. Before you even open your mouth, before you say, I'm confident, I know my worth, or I deserve love, your energy has already spoken. Energy is that subtle, unspoken message you send the moment you walk into a room. It's in your posture. It's in your eye contact. It's in the quiet confidence or lack of it that people feel without you saying a single word. Have you ever noticed how some people just command attention, even in silence? They don't have to boast. They don't have to try hard. Their energy fills the space because they're aligned. They're certain of their worth. On the flip side,
You can tell when someone's words and energy don't match.
they might be saying, I'm fine, but their energy whispers insecurity, doubt, or fear. Or they say, I'm ready for love, yet their energy screams, I'm guarded, I don't trust. And people pick up on that, often subconsciously. Opportunities pick up on that. It's the reason someone can go to an interview saying all the right things, yet still get passed over. It's the reason you can go on a date saying you're confident, but the connection fizzles because your energy betrays you. But here's the empowering part. You can change your energy. You can align it with the future you want. It starts with the inner work, the conversations you have with yourself when no one's watching, the moments you choose to show up for yourself, even when you feel uncertain, the boundaries you set because you know you deserve more. The more your inner dialogue reflects your worth, the more your energy naturally communicates that to the world effortlessly. And when your energy says, I know who I am, I know what I deserve, the right people, the right opportunities, they feel it. They lean in, they listen. They want to be part of your world. So remember,
Your energy introduces you before your words ever do.
make sure it speaks your truth, because that's where effortless manifestation truly begins. You must embody the version of you who already has it. Let me share one of the biggest mindset shifts when it comes to manifesting anything effortlessly. Stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting for the thing you desire to show up before you become the person who deserves it. You have to embody that version of yourself. Now, most people live in a cycle of hesitation. They say, once I find love, then I'll feel confident. Once I make more money, then I'll see myself as successful. Once life feels stable, then I'll relax and enjoy it. But here's the truth. That version of you, confident, grounded, successful, loved, isn't a result of the thing arriving. It's the prerequisite. It's who you need to become before the manifestation shows up. Think about it like this. If you want a healthy, committed relationship, start living like someone who already values themselves, sets healthy boundaries, and knows they're worthy of deep love. If you want success, start making decisions like someone who believes they deserve to succeed, showing up, taking risks, trusting themselves. If you want peace, start creating space for it in your daily life now. When you embody the version of yourself who already has it, something powerful happens. Your energy shifts. Your decisions change. Your standards rise. And suddenly, you're no longer chasing the thing. You're aligning with it. You're attracting it, not from lack, but from certainty. And people can feel that difference. They're drawn to it. Opportunities respond to it. The universe rearranges to meet you where you've positioned yourself. But here's what's important. This isn't about faking it. It's not about pretending to be someone you're not. It's about becoming who you were always capable of being before fear, self-doubt, or limiting beliefs convinced you otherwise. The future version of you, the one with the love, the success, the peace, they aren't separate from you. They're waiting for you to step into alignment, to act, speak, and carry yourself as though the outcome is inevitable, because it is. So stop waiting, start embodying, because once you do, manifestation stops feeling like effort. It starts feeling like a natural extension of who you've already become. Internal work is non-negotiable. Let's be honest for a second. Everyone loves to talk about manifestation when it feels exciting. The vision boards, the positive affirmations, the idea of attracting everything you want, effortless. But do you know the part most people conveniently avoid? The internal work. And let me be clear, it's non-negotiable. You can't fake your way into lasting happiness, love, success, or peace, because the universe and the people around you will always respond to what's happening beneath the surface. Here's the thing. Manifestation isn't just about pretty words or surface level confidence. It's about healing the parts of you that whisper, I'm not enough. It's about confronting the fears that quietly convince you to play small. It's about rewiring the beliefs that keep you stuck in cycles of settling, doubting, or self-sabotaging. Without that internal work, Everything on the outside feels temporary. You might attract attention, but not real connection. You might stumble into opportunities, but not the belief that you're worthy of them. You might chase happiness, but it never truly feels like it belongs to you. But when you do the internal work, when you sit with the uncomfortable emotions, when you challenge the stories you've carried for years, when you rebuild your sense of worth brick by brick, that's when everything changes. Suddenly you stop settling, you stop tolerating the bare minimum. You stop living on autopilot, wondering why life feels out of reach. Instead, you start moving with intention. You speak from a place of self-respect. You show up for yourself, even on the hard days. And your energy, it reflects that growth. Here's the beautiful part. When you do the internal work, the external world starts to mirror your progress. The people who used to drain you, they fall away. The opportunities that used to feel impossible, they start showing up. The love you used to chase, it starts finding you, not because you forced it, but because you've finally become the version of yourself who's truly ready to receive it. So yes, manifestation can feel effortless, but only after you've done the internal work that builds the foundation. The work no one sees. The work that shifts everything. Effortless manifestation comes from certainty, not force. We've all been there. That moment where we're holding on so tightly to what we want. We're gripping it with both hands, forcing it, chasing it, overthinking every detail. But the harder we hold on, the further it seems to slip away. Why? Because true manifestation doesn't come from force. It comes from certainty. And here's what most people misunderstand. Certainty isn't arrogance. It's not walking around demanding the universe delivers exactly what you want, exactly when you want it. Certainty is quiet. It's unshakable. It's that grounded belief that what's meant for you is already yours. When you operate from certainty, your energy feels different. You don't chase love because you know your worth will naturally attract it. You don't desperately cling to opportunities because you trust the right ones will align. You don't exhaust yourself trying to control every outcome because you understand that forcing things pushes them away. It's the same reason confident people seem so magnetic. It's not that they're trying harder, it's that they're trying less. They're standing in quiet certainty. They know they're valuable. They trust the right people will see it. And that energy, it's impossible to ignore. But here's the most powerful part. Certainty doesn't require proof. You don't have to wait for life to give you signs before you believe in yourself, your worth, or your ability to create the life you want. Certainty starts internally. It's a decision, a choice to show up as if it's already happening, because energetically it is. And that's when manifestation feels effortless. Not because you're doing nothing, but because your energy, your mindset, your actions, they all flow from a place of calm, knowing, not frantic chasing. So if you find yourself forcing, obsessing, doubting, take a breath, step back, and remember the things that are truly meant for you. They don't need to be forced. They arrive naturally, effortlessly, when you're aligned with certainty.